questions before you arrive in Bali. So we've put together a few of these and we're going to run through them with you here. Hopefully it helps. So firstly, arriving in Bali, what visa should you get? So if you're going to be in the country for 30 days or less, we recommend you get the visa on arrival that's free. So you need to be careful. You need to be really sure that you're definitely going to be here for only 30 days, because if you stay over by a day, then you get charged 1 million Indonesian rupiahs. So make sure that you're really clear on your dates. If you're going to stay for longer than 30 days, then you can get the extendable visa on arrival. That gives you it costs $40, and it gives you the first 30 days, but you're able to extend it while you're in the country. And we can help arrange that for you. We have an agency that we use. They'll come and collect your passport for you, take it away and deal with all the admin. So that's an easy option. So if you're going to stay for longer than 30 days, then we recommend the extendable visa on arrival, which costs $40. So remember that you have cash at the airport as well to pay for that. Okay, so at the airport, will you be met by someone? So yeah, one of our drivers will be there to meet you. They will have a start me up sign with your name on it. So you'll be able to spot them there waiting for you. They will also message you on WhatsApp to let you know that they're there. So make sure that you have WhatsApp downloaded on your phone. You're able to access Wi-Fi at the airport, so you'll be able to get those messages through and communicate with them. And also they have all of your flight details, so they know if you're going to be delayed or anything like that, and they'll be there waiting for you. How will you know where to go? There are really clear signs for international arrivals, and there's only one way to go, so no problem there. And you'll spot our driver waiting for you at the end of the walkway where you exit. And what if you don't arrive on the Friday? So also no problem. We know when you're arriving, so we will come and pick you up. Someone will be there, whether that's the Saturday, Sunday, or kind of for some reason in the following week. So no problem. One of our drivers will be there to meet you whatever day that you arrive. Okay, so what about the first weekend? Where will you be staying? Our driver will take you directly from the airport to one of the hotels that we use. So you'll be staying in Ubud. Both of the hotels that we use, or any of the hotels that we use, are close central into the town, so you can walk around anywhere. You'll be staying there for the first 2 nights, so the Friday and Saturday night. And you'll all be in the same place, and you'll also be sharing rooms for that weekend so that you can get to know your cohort. What are you doing for the first weekend? So we will send you through a detailed itinerary that will include restaurant recommendations and recommended activities. This isn't compulsory, but it's just so that you make the most of your time and get to see lots of exciting things. It will also include your excursion that we organise. This is often rafting. It's a river near Ubud that you go down, so it will include the excursion, and there will also be a member of our team staying there with you, so they will show you around and can help with any questions that you have on your first weekend. How will you get from Ubud to Canggu? So Canggu is where you'll be staying for the remainder of your internship, and again, our drivers will be there to pick you up from your hotel in Ubud and take you to wherever you're staying in Canggu. So you don't need to worry about any of that. That is all organised. Okay, so what about life in Bali? Can you drink the water? This is one that we get asked a lot. We really don't recommend that you drink the water, the tap water that is. It has lots of things in it that aren't good for you. They're not good for your health, so would avoid drinking any of the water. The co-working spaces that you'll work from have free filtered water available, so you can bring your Start Me Up bottles and get free water there. Should you drink the ice? So most places that serve ice are absolutely fine. If you kind of really want to check, then you can see if the ice has a hole in it, then it means it's bagged ice. So look for the hole in the ice cube, and that means it's from bagged ice that use filtered water. So, but most ice is fine, not something to worry about. So food, where is safe to eat? So most of the restaurants in Bali are absolutely fine. Lots of the ones in Canggu are very westernized, and we don't really hear of people having specific issues in any restaurants. We'll send you a list of our recommended restaurants for you to try, and they're ones that we eat at regularly and know are fine. That said, people do get dodgy tummies, so if you want to be super careful, possibly avoid kind of some of the more the street food or some of the warrings, but generally it's absolutely fine. And what about Indonesian food? What Indonesian food is good? So there's lots of amazing food. A couple of particularly popular dishes are nasi goreng and mie goreng, which is fried rice and fried noodles, and they are really delicious. So I would really recommend that you try those while you're here. What about money? So what money should you bring? We recommend that you bring some cash. US dollars is a good currency to bring if you can't get hold of any Indonesian rupiahs. That just means that if you have any issues with cards or anything, then you have a money supply to fall back on. Also recommend that you bring at least 2 cards with you. We do often have problems with people's cards getting swallowed by machines, or people getting them or losing them or getting them stolen. So you need to have a backup card for if that happens. And also make sure that you tell your bank that you're going abroad, so that your cards do work while you're out here. And where is safe to get cash? So the ATMs in Bali, they can be dodgy. People's cards do get cloned, so you should be careful. The best ATMs to use are the ones that are inside banks or that have security outside, and the ones to avoid are the ones that are in mini marts or supermarkets. Really recommend that you only keep a small amount of cash in the accounts that you're using, so that if, but the unfortunate instance, your card is cloned, then they only have access to a small amount of money and not all of your life savings. So recommend that you do that as well, and also check your account regularly while you're here. Okay, what about excursions? So there are lots of amazing trips that you can do while you're here in Bali, and we can help you arrange these. So there's amazing islands that are not very far away, the Nusa Islands. There's also diving, surfing. Uluwatu has incredible beaches. There's temples, rice terraces, like a huge array of things that you can do, and we really recommend that you make the most of it. To arrange them, just let us know. We can book these for you, and include all of the kind of the transport, accommodation, and food if you need it. So just let us know. We're very happy to help you arrange those. Okay, what about for those of you doing our internship program? Just going to cover some FAQs on the internship itself. So when is your kickoff call? So we organise kickoff calls with your startup. These are usually scheduled for the Tuesday morning. So you have onboarding on the Monday and then a kickoff call on the Tuesday. It might vary depending on availability. So look out for a calendar invite for that. That will have details of the location, or call details, and of course date and time as well. So look out for that. How many hours are you expected to work? So we expect you to work about 35 hours a week on your internship project, and then an hour a day on either your own side project that you're working on, and also or workshop assignments that you'll be set. We don't expect you to work evenings and weekends. Some projects, if you're working for a remote team and the team's all over the world, there might be times when you need to dial into calls late in the evening, but we wouldn't expect you to be doing that all of the time. Let us know if any issues with that. But in general, don't expect you to work evenings and weekends. How often do you meet your startup mentor? So, of course, if you have a startup mentor in Bali, then you'll probably be meeting them in person. And whereas if you're working remotely with someone, then you'll probably be speaking to them via calls and messages. We recommend that you have at least kind of one weekly call or meeting to discuss the plan for the week or kind of what you've achieved that week. But we also recommend that you speak to them every day to send progress updates and ask any questions you have. But kind of that's our recommendation, and we leave that up to you to decide what kind of working rhythm works for you both. Okay, what about the workshops? So the workshops will typically be on a Friday. They may move due to availability, but usually we hold these on a Friday once a week. You'll receive calendar invites for these as well, so you'll have all of the details of where they are and the date and time. What will you be learning? So all of our workshops are focused on developing future-proof skills. Broadly, these are focused in entrepreneurship and design thinking. But basically, whichever of our workshops you'll be doing, you'll learn lots of really valuable skills, including presenting, and you'll be doing kind of your own assignments as well, so to kind of maximize the learning. You also have access to lots and lots of events in the co-working spaces. They hold workshops and talks on a huge array of subjects, from SEO to data analysis to coding, marketing, everything you can think of, with really expert speakers. So we really recommend that you make the most of that as well. Great. And then finally, what to expect from us. So what support do we provide? We will be in the co-working spaces every day, checking in with you, making sure that you're happy with what you're doing, you know what you're doing, you've got enough kind of resources and guidance. Also, just to ask any questions on anything that you have. Yeah, we're here to support you. So if you have any questions or need any support on anything, then just let us know and we will help you for sure. And then how can you contact us? So as I mentioned, we'll be in the co-working spaces, so you can just come and chat to us. We'll also be available on email or Slack Messenger, and you will have our phone numbers for any emergencies in evenings or at weekends as well. So we'll be on hand to help whenever you need it. Great. So that's the end of our FAQs. I hope that was helpful for you and answered some of the questions you might have. If you have any other questions, then just get in touch and let us know.